blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Good, what's good? I am your host, Paul Cram the Poet, and this is another episode of the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. Let's kick things off the way it's supposed to be kicked off here. Today's Black woman have the right to hold her head in the clouds. Because for many years, it was us as men that tried to bring her down, but she turned her frown upside down and started doing things on her own. Her baby daddy was never around, so she was forced to turn her house into a home. For the kids that gave her hell, but she did her job well. Not once she paid a bail because they never went to jail. Why? She was a fighter, a prayer warrior, on her knees every day. And she just prayed that the Lord will make a way for her someday. You see, my mother is a beautiful Black woman. She's independent and real strong. But she's been down for too long, going through times that was wrong. But now she's sitting on that throne. She played the double role, you see. She had to be my king and my queen. My father was never there for me. But at Christmas time, we still had gifts. And best believe Thanksgiving, we still had food. My mama did what she had to do to make sure my sister and I were cool. She never took her anger out on us when bills were past due and hell. The way she hustled, we never knew child support never came through. So basically what I'm saying is that, ladies, my mother raised me despite the absence of a man. And I promise you can do the same thing if you only believe that you can. Fall to your knees and pray to the Most High and ask Him to guide your hand, and your sons will be just like me. Proof a woman can raise a man. I'm Paul Cram. And that's how we're going to get things started on this here episode of the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. So our guest tonight goes by Shortcake. She is a poet, an actress, a comedian, an author from my home state, right outside of my city, Opelousas, Louisiana. I bet if a lot of y'all saw that word, you wouldn't pronounce it right. I bet you wouldn't. And y'all have no idea how aggravating it is when y'all misread our city streets, our cities and names and shit. She started writing at the age of 8 years old, and she realized that she had a passion for the arts at the age of 15. So without further ado, everybody, please welcome to the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge stage, Miss Shortcake Entertainer.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. So I see that you said you got started writing at the age of 8. What inspired you to pick up a pen that early?
Well, actually, it's kind of funny. I was mad at my mom, so I just started writing some stuff on a paper. She found it. Needless to say, she whooped my butt. But shortly after that, I had a conflict with a teacher in 5th grade, and I wrote a poem called "A Strong Black Woman." And my teachers read it, and it kind of invoked change. And I've been writing ever since. I learned that you can turn pain into passion, and writing is a way to turn your pain without actually doing something you may regret. If that makes sense.
Use it for, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Like a lot of us use poetry as a form of therapy and another expression, a way to get things off of your chest. Like people who know me from back then, like, yeah, if I couldn't find a pen, I was gonna punch you. Like my best option was to find a pen and a piece of paper and get away from the whole thing, So I totally understand what poetry does with your emotions. So you said you realized you had a passion for it at the age of 15, but not just poetry. You have a passion for the arts in general. So
I do.
explain that and tell everybody about the different passions that you have.
So basically, I started acting. I was a very shy child, and I started dealing with depression. And then I joined the school choir. Then I joined the drama club. And after the drama club, I started doing the little theater in Opelousas. And it's like after that, I just started realizing that I would take my emotions and put it into my artistry. And I stopped the suffering with depression. It gave me a positive outlet. And I just love it. I don't know if y'all listen to like Robin Williams, but he said it the best. He said sometimes it's the saddest people that make people laugh because you don't want others to feel what you feel.
Yeah.
So I learned by acting in comedy and just being able to write, you might be saving somebody else's life without even knowing it because somebody may needed that laugh. Somebody may have needed those encouraging words. Somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody may relate to that character that you're portraying.
That's Robin Williams, man. That one took me out. That was one of those ones that really made me think. Because I thought this man didn't have bad days. And it's like I remember telling people, man, I want to be like Mr. Doubtfire. I don't want nobody to dress. I just want to be happy all the damn time. And it's
Right?
like not knowing that he made sure I was happy so I wouldn't feel like him, man. So RIP, shout out Robin Williams, man. And for those of you who out there, man, there are numbers. If anybody have any of those feelings or anything like that, man, there are numbers. You can reach out, hit me up in the inbox, man. I'll get you to where you need to go. I know people who will talk to you right then. Trust and believe. Those same people have talked to me numerous times, man. We need y'all here. So being from Louisiana, are there any Louisiana artists that you want to share a stage with?
That I haven't already. Let me see.
You know what? Even if you had, if you want that experience again, who would it be?
Definitely Jerica J. Franklin. She is
That's
one of the dopest poets around, and I got nothing but love for her. Um,
Shout out
Another one
Jay.
is True Justice.
Ooh,
Amazing, inspirational, and also Big Mike. He is
different.
just phenomenal. It's
He
the
different.
just the passion that he puts behind the words. They're dope. And with the comedy world, I would love to share a stage with Seabass out there in Baton Rouge. He is amazing. He just did a comedy show and I missed it, but I seen parts. I was like, okay, like I like that energy. I just feel like it will be an honor to share the stage with people that come before you.
Yeah.
I'm just starting off in my artistry. I've been doing this for about a year now. So it's like I look up to some people and they inspire me to keep going.
What this is basic. This is basic. What stage are you more comfortable on? Being a comedian or being a spoken word artist?
Being a comedian.
Why?
And the reason why is because comedy is, I mean, both the poetry and the comedy is an extension of who I am, but it's just, I kind of flow with the comedy. That's more expected of me. But it's like with the poetry, those are my words from, excuse me, those are my words from either pain or something I was going through. Those words that I wrote ministered to me, and it's like, I don't consider myself a spoken word artist. I'm more of just a poet. I have to write how I feel. And that's what motivates me. That's what gets me through. If I can't write how I feel like I'm stuck. So it's like poetry is more to my heart, comedy is more to my personality.
I like that. I like that. Well, I'm gonna get out your way, and I'm gonna let you expose your heart to these viewers. So for these next three pieces, the stage and the mic is most definitely yours.
Thanks. All right. So you guys, the first poem I want to share with you is called Know Your Worth because sometimes I think we undervalue ourselves and I just want everybody to know their worth. I know you're hurting, but it's time to heal. If you try to hide the pain, you never will. It's time to stand up and take your place. We are kings and queens, and that cannot be erased. So pick up your crown and wear it proudly, and remember who you are. Stand tall and strong and have pride in your stride, not arrogance, but know your worth. You're a child of the Most High, and there's no denying that. But it's up to you to value who you are. So know your worth. My next poem is one of my favorites. It's called Girl, Pick Your Head Up. And basically, I wrote the poem to speak life over myself. Because when I was younger, people would always ask me, why don't you pick your head up? So this is a point to remember to pick your head up. Girl, pick your head up. You're a child of the Most High. There's no denying that. Be proud of who you are and embrace your light. Let it shine so bright that others cannot dim your light. Make it seem like candlelight. Just understand that there's truth in words. I've been where you are, where all I felt was hurt. Girl, pick your head up. You have to love yourself. Just know that God does not make mistakes. You are perfectly made by your imperfections, designed like no other. Girl, pick your head up and walk into your greatness. And remember who you are, a daughter of a king that created the heavens and the earth. So just remember, you are more than enough. So remember to always pick your head up because you're worth so much more than you will ever know. And the last poem I want to share with you guys right now is just, this one is very personal to me because it's so much going on in not just in my hometown, but just in the community, in this world right now. There's so much violence that's going on and it needs to stop. And these babies, y'all, we just have to pray for our babies, and they just need to understand that one moment can change your entire life. One moment, one chance, one decision changed a life. One moment, one chance ended a life. No one thinks about the trauma we face after the moment we can't take back and how it affects not only you, but the ones who love you and are connected to you. Then what do? Tears in your mother's eyes, you can't deny her pain as they take her baby away, facing 20 years to life. Well, what about the other mother who has to say goodbye and pray that better days come sooner than later because she must place her baby 10 feet under and ask God why, why this is her child and she should never have to say goodbye because it should be her in his place. One moment, one chance, one decision can make you or break you. So think twice before you make a decision that can take your breath away. And I don't mean in a good way.
You, us being from the same area, pretty much, man. Like Alexandria, the Appaloosas, these, all of that, man. Like it's so much that is going on that a lot of people really don't know. Like when people think about Louisiana, they immediately think about New Orleans, Shreveport, but not knowing, man, like my little hometown of Alexandria then became a war zone. And it's just it's not the home I remember, man. So I appreciate you, putting your neck out. Like that's how we fight. As artists, that's how we fight. That's how we fight back. That's how we start our revolutions. So I appreciate you bringing that piece and the other two, man. You are dope. I love it. So what we're getting ready to do right now is go to the music break and my sponsorships. And tonight's Blast Spotlight artist, where did she go? Yep, there we go. We're gonna go with Tanika Sheree with the song "Make Room." Everybody, let me know what you think.
pressure cause I'm thirsty. Do the hard work so that no one doesn't meet the worst me. I don't know the day it did, I just know that I'm busy. Drink my water before spin so that I don't get dizzy. Tie my hair up tight real quick so my roots don't get frizzy. Grab my phone and write a list and there's a miss text message from you. Something in my trash. Tell me how you went and did that. Now you got me acting brand new. Fragile like a throwback, with the beauty of the weekend chat. I just hope that this is really you. Can't wait to see you again. Oh, kinda gave up on me, but if you ain't made of glitter, I just might reconsider. Cause I like having you around, you make me my nervous energy. Yo, boy, I'm still a G. I know it might be soon. I don't mind making room, cause I like having you around, yeah. Give Leo a treat and start packing up for rehearsal. Shower quick cause I know traffic right now is the worst show. Call my sister on the drop, but talk to my niece first though. Can't hang out without hearing her sing her favorite verse show. Stop for gas, grab a snack, subtle thoughts of you. Push 'em quick to the back since it's still so new. Don't wanna jump the gun, but just someone I could know deeper. But only time will tell me if you really are a keeper. But stop me dead in my tracks. Tell me how you would've did that. Now you got me acting brand new. Got me all in my bag. Working ain't got nothing on that, but it's the same thing in my heart. Oh, can't wait to see you again. Sorta gave up on me, but if you ain't made of glitter, I just might reconsider. Cause I like having you around, you make me lose my nervous energy, baby. And yes, I'm still a G. I know it might be soon, but I don't mind making room, cause I like having you around. Yeah. I'm at the age right now where I'm pursuing peace. We living in and out. I got that cycle on rinse and repeat. Too many times have tried to take me out, but I still gain defeat. Shutting them all down by force like control or delete. I know you see the point that's key. It's me having the option. Letting you in my bubble only means that I've been watching. I take my space as serious. NASA takes its satellites. I'm out this world, not all shit access me because I'm kryptonite to every Superman wanna be. Frontin' in front of me, pretending like they man enough, but got feminine tendencies. I'd rather be home by myself, protecting my energy, waiting for the most high to finally start aligning me with. I don't know, maybe, I mean, you do got a warm, familiar feeling, and a dope kindredness too. And if I'm telling the truth, pom poms, I'm rooting for you. If it's true with other panic, I'm willing to make the can't wait to see you again. Gotta give up the man if you ain't really glitter. I just might reconsider, cause I like having you around, you baby. That's right, I'm still a G. I know it might be soon, but I don't mind making room, cause I like having you around, yeah.
All right. That was Tanika Sheree with Make Room. And if you are an independent artist, spoken word artist, poet, up and coming comedian, and you're looking for some exposure, go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you are a fan of great music, you can also register as an unlimited fan at blastmusic247.com, and that is also free. Blast, we are constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. So we getting ready to bring Shortcake back up here. We gonna run it a little bit more. Where she go? All right. All right, man. So how'd you feel about the track?
I loved it. I was in here dancing.
I can't dance, so my big ass. I just sit here rocking. All I can do. I just No, I was right. I was on beat though. As far as I know. I was on- I
Hey,
was on-
you just got to do like me. My excuse, always have a drink in my hand. It may be some water, but I got my cup. So I'm like, I blame it on the alcohol.
People know me, they know I don't drink like that. So that might work. That might just work. Okay, so as far as your career goes, whether it's poetry or be it a comedian, an actress, anything of that nature, what is your end goal? Like what are you doing all of this to reach?
My end goal is to do what I love. So I mean, I don't have an end goal. I mean, if it furthers in the future, I definitely will love it. As an artist, we want to grow. We want to have bigger and better stages and opportunities. But for me, I'm just doing it because I love it. So I'm just like, wherever God leads me.
Well, that's what's up. Is there any stage that you would consider your dream stage? And if you can just spit on that stage and the rest of that career would be done with, what stage would that be?
Apollo.
You're the first person I've asked who said that. If that's the answer, that's mine. I would love to put my feet on that
Man,
stage.
I grew up watching that stage. That is just an honor to be on that stage.
And I would love to spit at the Apollo. I would love honestly, it as far as the stages go, that Apollo is probably my dream stage. Even if it's three people out there, I don't give a damn. I just want to put my feet on that.
Right?
There's a lot of greats that have walked across that stage, man. So I would love to be a part of that. Love to be a part of that.
Definitely.
So, what advice would you give an up and coming artists who are having fears or anything like that towards performing? What advice would you
Don't
give?
don't stop. Don't stop. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, the more comfortable you're going to get at it. Because when I first started doing comedy, man, I would get on stage, I couldn't even last 5 minutes because I was just shaking and just holding a mic. And I just know I was so worried about how others would perceive me
Mhm.
until I would filter myself, until I had to learn, get out of my head and just let it flow. If there's something that you want to do, let it flow and just be you
Hey,
and
I
don't
have
stop.
respect for y'all. Comedians, comedians and singers. Man, I respect y'all. I respect y'all more than the police. It's just like I feel like it's really hard to get on stage. Like people are very, very judgmental. And I can't sing in front of people for real. I can't being funny on purpose. I don't know how to do that shit. People laugh at me and I be serious as hell, and everybody think I'm telling jokes. I'm
Because
dead
look,
serious.
how I got into comedy is very funny because at first it was like a little, like not a talent show, but it was doing like to preview talents and stuff like that. I wanted to be a poet. And it was like, I got too many poets. So I was like, well, can I do comedy? And their question, have you done it before? Nah, but people say I'm funny. And it's like, I hope you funny. So I did it and I fell in love with it. It was like a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, you know what? I'm my mama's special child for a reason.
I'm a special child, but I think it's
Yeah,
because of other things. I think I'd have fell on my head or she dropped me purposely. I don't know how it went. But
nah,
that's
I'm definitely the special child. Because my dad used to tell me and my brother, he would be like, he's like, you special. You my special child. And I thought it was a good thing. So my brother, he was like, you know why you special and I'm not? You his special. And then I got it. I was like, you know what? Your ass. I was like,
oh
Daddy, am I
man.
special? He didn't want to answer
Yeah.
the question. So
It's like
yeah,
telling somebody their baby got pretty shoes. Like that's That's messed up. that's really your baby got British. So we're gonna get back into this poetry. I'm gonna spit this piece. You brought it up. To Alexandria, so I wanted to spit this piece. Shout out to Crystal Valerie, my cousin. She lost her son almost 2 years back, and I wrote this piece behind him. This is what be happening in the city, you know. So it's called 21. 21 years. Society has convinced us as Black males to believe that making it to this age should be considered a badge of honor. Every moment after should be considered borrowed time. And guess what? I made it. I made it to 21. But the time I was told could be borrowed was short-lived because my life was also stolen at 21. 21 years. That's all I had when someone decided that my existence was no longer needed, so they erased the physical me, leaving my essence to live on as tear stains on the face of my mother. Her membership has now been approved to a club she has never expressed interest in, a group of grieving Black mothers calling out to sons that can no longer answer, but I heard mine. My mother cried my name out loud, and I heard her. She was in a dark room. She was all alone. And she finally allowed herself to break down, not due to being weak, but because all week she had to be strong for everyone else that was around. I heard her cry out to the top of her lungs and say, 21 years. Lord, you only loaned him to me for 21 years. You prepared my heart to love him for a lifetime, but allowed him to leave a crater in my soul 21 years deep with no instructions on how it's supposed to be filled. And all I could do was scream. All I could do was say, Mama, 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 I'm sorry I was taken from you. But she could not hear my plea. But I know she felt my touch. Because when I tried to wipe her eyes, I saw her smile as a cool breeze removed the single tear that escaped from her soul's window. Lord, please, tell her I'm here. Tell her she can dry her eyes. Tell her that I would never leave. Lord, why aren't you listening to me? I will sacrifice my spot in heaven if you just stop her pain. I'm with you, Mama. I'm forever your guardian angel. Forever I'll be in your heart, and forever 21 in your memories. So I'm about to get up out of here, and the stage is most definitely yours.
Thanks. So I want to get a little serious right now. The name of this poem is I Remember What My Mama Said, and it's just, I guess a lot of times when we're young, we don't really pay attention to what our parents say. And the older we get and we start to experience life, we remember exactly what our mama said. It's too late for I'm sorry, even thoughts of regret. You can't change the past, but you remember what your mama said. Freedom ain't cheap because we all have a price to pay. And it's sad when the free wants to be caged. And for some, cage is just a mentality. And for others, it becomes a reality. Trying to prove you're a real one, when a real one help you get 10 years to life. And it brings you back to I remember what my mama said. Freedom ain't cheap because we all have a price today. Pray. And as for me, I'm waiting on my earthly judgment day. You know, I had to realize as being a parent, we can't always protect our kids. And there are some decisions that they have to make on their own. The next piece I want to share with you guys is called Reality. Baby, I'm not sure anymore what we're meant to be. And every time you open your mouth, I think you need a tic-tac because your brat be attacking me. But nah, I'm just playing, and I know I play too much. But seriously, I'm lost in translation because things aren't the way it used to be. Well, we had hugs and kisses and sweet texts of how I'm missing you. Now all I get is black eyes and lies. And when I ask you why, is love supposed to hurt physically? And honestly, this shit is hurting. I'm sorry. And honestly, this shit hurts mentally. I'm becoming a person that is so foreign to me because the more I love you, the more I neglect me. And I can't sit back and let that be because I have to fight for me. And the more I fight for me, the more you discredit me and make me believe that you're the best for me. When I make you mad, the more makeup I apply just to hide the scars. But the scars emotionally are revealing the truth about you and me. I have 911 on speed dial, but never have the courage to use it because I believe that I'm sorry with the flowers in the purse that I seen that I love so much on Monday. Then when you walk out, after the tears begin to flow from my eyes, and then I go back to apologize because if I was better, I would never have made you mad last night. But the fight was simple because who was the girl you texted last night saying, "Hey, beautiful, I'm going to hold you down tonight"? When I'm your girl, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but I don't deserve to be in this position to question your love or your loyalty for me. So now I'm taking my exit so you and her can be and she can have my place. So I'm going to just continue to pray that she realizes her worth because her and I both deserve so much better than you. I wrote this poem because I was hurt and I had to realize my worth, that words don't just hurt. That when you hear words so much for a long time, you believe those words and it starts to scar you. It weighs you down. And then especially nobody needs to go through physical abuse because you're way better than that. And nobody who loves you is going to hurt you. And my last poem I'm going to share with you guys tonight, it's basically something I had to realize within myself and some things I had to confront myself basically. And it's called Have You. Have you ever had a moment to self-reflect and it made you deflect because you realized you didn't value yourself? Have you ever felt so low that you hated yourself? You are so broken that you couldn't speak life over yourself, so you continue to destroy yourself. And everything around you was dark, and the road you traveled was so long, and everything blended into one, and it just became insanity. You kept doing the same thing, trying to get a different result, and only ended up back where you started from, wondering why I can't get up from this nightmare, but the nightmare became my reality because I was too scared to do any better. So I knew I failed so many times in life. So I thought I deserved the pain I caused myself. Then I met God and He showed me love in the midst of my hell. And not only did He love me, but He created a peace that dwelled in me. And I was finally able to forgive myself. In this season, He's turning pain into purpose and allowed me to go through a test for the testimony because if He did it for me, He can do it for you because God is love, peace, and joy. He is everything I needed, even when I didn't know I needed Him.
Yeah, a couple heavy pieces, man. I want to let everybody know, man, first and foremost, help is always available for national domestic violence. If you're going through it, man, 1-800-799-7233. That is a national number. They also have a texting number. You can text the word begin to 88788. Suicide in a crisis hotline. You can dial 988. There you can also text 988. So it's help out there, y'all. Please get out there, get the help. Like, man. Shortcake, please let everybody know where they can follow your pen, any upcoming events. And before you get into that, you have to talk about selling tea. So tell us
Okay.
about that first.
So definitely I want to give a shout out to Miss Destiny Southern Tea because baby, she did not disappoint. This event was amazing. And I just want to really thank her for allowing artists to have a stage and just to be acknowledged for what they're doing. As an artist, sometimes we feel like, that nobody's watching, but this allows us to see everybody's watching. Because I didn't think I was going to be nominated this year. I went last year and I was like, oh, I want to be nominated next year. So, I tried to work hard and they nominated me. And I'm just so grateful and thankful to just have been able to be on that list with some amazing people. So I definitely want to give a shout out to Uncle Luck and Smiley the comedian because baby, she is amazing. So definitely, and just being able to be a presenter at the award, y'all. I shared the stage with Uncle Luck. That was lit,
He's so nuts.
huh?
Say he nuts.
It was amazing. Definitely. I can't wait until next year.
I haven't been to one yet, but it's definitely on my bucket list. Like I definitely
You gotta come. It's a whole vibe.
I want to so bad. I want to so bad. Um, so let everybody know where they can follow your pen, any upcoming events, books, anything of that nature. Let them know.
Okay, so y'all can follow me on Facebook. You can follow both pages, Jessica Lede or Shortcake the Entertainer. I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Jessica Shortcake. So y'all can follow me there. I'm always posting either something positive or something that's one of my upcoming events. What you can look out for. Well, first off, since I'm a poet, my book, Pieces of Me, is on Amazon, you guys. Is basically my testimony that I turn into poetry to inspire other people. Also, I'm in an upcoming movie. Y'all can look out for that. I don't do this shit. My Population Studios out of Baton Rouge, y'all. They got your girl in a movie. I don't know how to act, all right? But I know I get to act
BR,
up in the
baby.
movie. Huh?
Shout out BR.
And also, I'm doing a Grown and Sexy with Big Mike and True Justice out there in Lake Charles. So, you guys, it's not too late to get those tickets, all right? It's going to be some amazing artists that's hitting that stage, all right? So, go look up Big Mike and get y'all tickets, all right? And then next, I have my own event I'm doing July 12th, Poetry After Dark. Y'all don't want to miss this, all right? We have Uncle Jody coming through with the poetry. And y'all know he don't know how to act. And then y'all got me with the comedy. So y'all don't know what's coming out of my mouth. All right. Y'all might I'm gonna just say we ain't behaving that night. So y'all gotta come out and see what's happening, you guys. Tickets are $20. They're on sale. So hit me up. All right. Trust. Y'all don't want to miss that.
Yeah. So if anybody need any more information from her, she told you where to reach her. Make sure y'all tap in, network with her, man. That's how we all grow. Real quick, I want to shout out Poppy's Poetry Corner, man. Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Make sure y'all tap in. Like she said, tap in to one of the hottest podcasts around, ran by my motherfucking sister, Poppy, aka Keynotes, aka Caffeine, running them things over there, man. So on behalf of the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge Shortcake, I want to say thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be on the lounge. You know, this will not be your last time. You definitely gonna have to link up and things of that nature. So thank you. To
Thank you for, giving us this platform. It's amazing to give us opportunities. So
I
thank you
appreciate
for doing what you do. And
it.
also, man, you are a dope poet.
Thank you. Like I'm humble. I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. To my viewers, man, I want to thank y'all for coming through, showing out tonight, man. Popping up in the comments. Shorty Rock, I see you. LA Rap said, I love you, baby. Angel Kim, what's good with you? Miss Andrea Burns, how you doing? Nanny, was good. Oh man, pour your heart out, open mic, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Without y'all, there is no love. Without y'all, there is no Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. So once again, I want to thank everybody. Poets, you know what it is. I say it every week, and I'm gonna say it every time, man. You got something to say, don't sit on that shit. Speak on it, baby. We out. If I can find the button.